Okay, thanks. Hey, welcome everybody. This is our informal Christmas pre-service sing-along. So we invite you all to sing along. The words will be projected up here. And then just to let you know, there is no bad sound. You just sing and have a good time. So sing out and enjoy yourself. We're going to be starting with Deck the Hall. Okay. You guys want to stay seated for this? Yeah. Please stay seated for this. Okay, ready? Yeah. Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Know the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la. Fabulous. Good. The next one will be Let It Snow. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for mopping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So a little known fact that some of you don't know is that many years ago, I was the general manager and music director for the Dickens Carolers. You know, the people who roam around town with the full Dickensian garb. We had 8 quartets in Seattle and 4 in Portland. And you think there's just one of them, but there was a huge scheduling thing. It was a lot to manage. So our book had 102 Christmas songs, and we knew them all. We were able to sing all of them in 4-part harmony. So I think you're doing great. So just watch the lyrics and sing out. Pretend you are serenading the masses. There we go. So. Frosty the snowman was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to
So now we'll be singing a Jingle Bell Rock. All right. So, yeah, Brenda Lee, I actually met Brenda Lee many, many years ago when we were doing a show in Atlantic City. And she was in the show with us, actually. And she didn't sing this song at that particular time, but this was one of her originals back in the 1950s. Okay. Okay. Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in the jingling beat. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock.
Oh, White Christmas. You know, this piece of sheet music has sold more copies than any other copy in history. White Christmas, it's a little known, it's a trivia fact.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
One more time, all the way through.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Now for our grand finale of the sing-along, we're going to be doing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And this one feels like it needs to get on its feet for a moment here before we sit down for the rest of the service. So I invite you to rise in body or spirit. Up to you. Same thing, corral. All right. And it's up to you. You know, if you want to stay seated, you can.
wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding and bring it right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all like our figgy pudding. We all like our figgy pudding. We all like our figgy pudding with all its good cheer. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you. You may be seated. Our opening song this evening will be "O Come, All Ye Faithful."
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Venite adoremus, venite adoremus, venite adoremus Dominum. Sing choirs of angels, sing in exultation, oh, sing all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, all glory in the highest. Venite adoremus, venite adoremus, venite adoremus
Our call to worship words are from the Reverend Linda Hart. The travelers had come a long way and had a long way yet to go. Unable to come off the donkey without her husband's assistance and the grace of a large stone, still she came down, one hand to her back, feeling the ache throughout her body. The child in her belly kicked and made her draw a quick breath. Leaning heavily on Joseph's arm, Mary picked her way along the path. Others on the road had told them that here they might find a spring with water so cold it would hurt your teeth. Here they might find a place of shelter and calm where they could bed down for the night. Here we come to find a moment of refreshment and rest from our journeys. No matter where you are going on your journey, no matter if it is your choice to go or if you left by far away edict, no matter if you carry a burden or the deepest of joys, no matter how weary and thirsty you may be, pause here. Take a quiet breath. Rest in peacefulness. Be renewed and restored. For in a short while, the journey will continue with its worries and troubles and joys and promise. Until then, let us join together in this moment. Let us worship together. Welcome, everyone, to the Westside Unitarian Universalist Congregation, and Merry Christmas. My name is Liz Bucklew, your worship associate this evening, and I'm joined by our minister, the Reverend Carter Smith, and a fabulous team of other leaders, readers, and musicians who you'll meet throughout the service. Maybe you will even find a way up here onto the chancel this evening. Who knows? Whether you were a longtime member or an old friend returning for tonight, or if this is your first time with us, welcome. We are so grateful that you're spending this evening with us, whoever you are, wherever you have come from, whatever the color of your skin, whoever and however you love, however your body moves and your brain works. You are welcome in this faith community. As always, we gather with gratitude for the Duwamish people, past, present, and future, whose land we rest upon. And now, let us take a moment to light our chalice. Tonight, the Dissetel family will be lighting our chalice. And as they come forward, I'm going to share these chalice lighting words from Dan Lambert. We gather together on this Christmas Eve as fellow sojourners looking for light, for hope, for peace, and for love. We gather as people from many backgrounds, many faiths, many cultures, and many spiritual paths. But as we light this chalice, we gather as one body, looking to the Nativity for its message to all humanity. Its message is that there is light, there is hope, there is peace, there is love. And I see the Dissetel family has, or Henry, lit the chalice. Great. So please join me in speaking the words of our congregation's affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this congregation. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship, thus do we covenant with one another. Thank you so much. And now the Reverend Katie Lawson is welcoming the kids to come forward. Actually, anyone can come forward and grab some jingle bells for our next adventure.
think most of you know this song, so I definitely want to hear a lot of voices singing it.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is wide, go it while you're young. Take your friends tonight and sing this sleighing song. Just get a bobtail pig, 240 for his speed. Hitch him to an open sleigh and crack, you'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Ring those bells!
So I don't know if you know the introduction to this song, but Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which we're singing also, but you might know about Rudolph. So if you know this song, and we're gonna actually just sing the song through two different times. The first time we're not gonna do the little like reindeer, like a light bulb, but the second time through we are. Okay, so. So this introduces the reindeer. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let jingle bell playing. Excellently done. Thank you so much. I think we'll collect them now.
Thank you for the beautiful ringing and singing. In a moment, we will engage in a collective act of generosity known as our offering, when we take time to actively support Westside UU congregation and its many ministries with our gifts by text, check, or cash. Each month, we choose a community organization to share 1/3 of our undesignated offering gifts. That is, donations not designated as your pledge contributions. For this evening, our community giving recipient is the Westside Warming Center. So 1/3 of our offering will go to the Westside Warming Center, also called the Westside Neighbors Network Shelter. The shelter is located inside the American Legion Hall on Alaska Street in West Seattle. Since the winter of 2019, the building has also served to help people needing warmth and shelter during the winter, providing restrooms, showers, hot drinks, soup, cots, sleeping mats, and blankets. Anyone in need is welcome, whether they're a veteran or not. It's run entirely by community volunteers and is the only center of its kind available on cold, wet nights in West Seattle. You can give by text by sending a message with a $sign and the amount you want to give to the number on the screen. And for folks here in the sanctuary who prefer to share your gifts by cash or check, the greeters will move among us shortly. Before we start passing the baskets around, there is one more way that you can practice generosity tonight. In a little bit in the service, we're going to start telling the story of the very first Christmas. And we need actors. Don't worry, you don't need to memorize a script. You're just going to put on a costume and follow instructions from Reverend Katie. If you want to give in this way, we need 11 volunteers to join Reverend Katie now through these doors on my right, and she'll assign roles and let you know what to do. Great. All right. Thank you to our volunteers. And now please enjoy this gift of music played by John Hanson and Ronnie Bishop.
calling all who cannot wait any longer for joy, for hope, and some good news, even just a little bit. The time has come, the waiting is over. Here, on this night, we have an old story to tell, one that has been shared over and over for thousands of years, but still somehow it needs to be heard. It's radical and risky, breaking through into these days of darkness and cold, division and fear, interrupting the perpetual stories of violence and loss and feelings of powerlessness, into the errands and errors of our everyday. Christmas arrives not only to comfort, but to awaken, to reassure and also to stir us up as new life. A life of peace and justice and courageous love struggles to be born. Wondering if we will yet be the ones who make room in our lives and in our world for the refugee, the poor, the plain and messy sweetness of a newborn baby. If we will take the journey to Bethlehem, if we will be changed by a love that meets us where we are in the fields wherever we lay, and calls us forth into a new journey, a braver and bolder life, believing that it is not too late for strong and gentle people to win, for compassion and truth to have the final say, for the bright light of hope to shine through, even on the darkest night. What if? I would now like to invite Kai Schumacher and Tim Deppa to get in your places, get ready. We are going to tell the story of Christmas together, adapted from the books of Luke and Matthew in the New Testament. As they share, Reverend Katie and our wonderful volunteers will help illustrate the story in the front. For each of the 4 passages that will be read, I will offer a brief reflection, and then all of us together will give a sung response. We're not going to announce every song, but you can look to Scott. He'll give you meaningful eye contact. There will be lyrics on the screen. It should be clear when it's your turn to sing. But first, we have a musical presentation from Christina Darnell.
Share In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went to their own town to register. So, Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, to the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for a baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in swaddling cloths and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
It is a potent image, a young family, an unwed couple, soon to be mother and father, traveling far at the demand of empire, looking for a warm place to rest for the night, looking for a place soft enough and safe enough to bring a child into the world. The story has always been powerful, painfully relevant, even as the centuries go on. There are always immigrants and refugees asking to be invited in. There are always faraway rulers writing decrees that shape everyday lives. There are always young mothers giving birth in unlikely and unideal circumstances. And this year, for the second Christmas in a row, we can't help but think of Bethlehem, the place where this story took place, the birthplace of the King of Peace, which is now in the occupied West Bank. The Palestinians there are mourning their compatriots, 45,000 killed in the war in Gaza. The violence continues to this day. The story is alive in this day. Yes, this story is one from long ago, but it calls to us now, not from some ancient past. Amidst the violence of empire, a scared young couple, away from their family without even a bed to rest upon, bring new life into this world. A small and quiet babe full of potential, destined to bring a new way of being in the world. Don't we need a new way of being in the world?
Still we see thee
shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. And the angel said unto them,
Fear not, for behold, I bring good tidings of things of great joy, which shall be of all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord, and this shall be a sign to you. You shall find a babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger.
Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest heaven, and peace and goodwill toward all people on earth. When the angels had left them and gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about. So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby, who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told to them about this child. And all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. But Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen, as it was told unto them. And the baby was named Jesus, the name the angel had given him before he was conceived in the womb.
And so the news begins to spread. The Holy Child is born. Can it be true? The booming voice that appears to us in the night, the choirs that sing of hope, are hard to believe. Let us hurry, let us see for ourselves. Why is it that the shepherds were told first, before the kings and the scholars? We cannot know, but we can appreciate that these humble workers of the field were ready to hear this message. Sleeping out under the stars, they were open to wonder, to being called to see the fresh face of a new way. Were they afraid? Probably. In our lives, let us remain open to hear good news even when it scares us, even when it can hardly be believed. Let us trust that by being part of this world, we too might be visited by angels. Even in days of war, days of fear, let us rush to the bedsides of new parents and celebrate this miracle they have brought into the world.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joy
After Jesus was born in Bethlehem, in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi came from the east into Jerusalem and asked, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? We have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. He called together all the chief priests and teachers of the law to ask where the Messiah was to be born. Then Herod called the Magi secretly and inquired of them diligently what time the star had appeared. Then he sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go, find this child, and when you have found him, bring me word again, so that I may come and worship him also."
News spreads fast, from humble shepherds to the opulent, authoritarian Herod. While the angels sing to the people, "Do not be afraid," the tyrants in power have reason to be troubled. Peace for all peoples means a world where systems of power can no longer depend on domination or exclusion. Peace unsettles the status quo. Sometimes it is remarkably easy to scare a tyrant, and when they tremble with fear, they show their cards to the rest of us. The wise among us hear of a prophecy being fulfilled of deliverance and liberation, but the despots, clinging to their power over others, lash out, unleashing violence on the innocent. After hearing this news, Herod demanded the killing of all newborn boys in the land, a massacre of the innocent to protect his power. We can be grateful for the Magi for seeing through this scheme and were able to warn Mary and Joseph so that they could flee to safety. And yet, we must also think of all the young children who became victims of this decree. And on this day that we celebrate the life of this one child, let us remember all children who are victims of tyranny and war in our world today. The children who have been killed in the land where this story takes place, and the children around the world and in our own country who have been lost to violence, to hunger, to other causes of greed. Each night a child is born is a holy night. Each life is immeasurably precious. Let us celebrate those who grow to lead movements, who spend their life on the side of love. And as we celebrate them, let us mourn all who never will and are just as precious still.
Traverse afar, fear and
After they had heard the king, they went on their way. And lo, the star, which they saw in the east, went before them, until it came and stood still over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented unto him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh.
Despite the circumstances, despite the cold loneliness of the stable, despite the bounty on the head of this sweet child, we rejoice with exceeding great joy. If we are wise, we know that the reasons to hope are as numerous as the reasons to fear. We can follow stars when our intuition tells us there is something waiting on the other side. We know that it might be dangerous, but we bring our treasures anyway. In the words of Madeleine L'Engle, that was no time for a child to be born, and yet love still took the risk. Let us not cast out joy to make space for our grief. Grief and joy are siblings that can live side by side. Even in the darkest night, we lift our hearts to the stars.
I invite you all to rise in body or spirit for joy to the world. Thank you. Please be seated. And now we will be moving forward into the final part of our service, a time for taking what we've experienced together here tonight into our hearts and into the world outside. Howard Thurman, who wrote the words that UU musician Elizabeth Norton put to music in the song we're about to sing, was a friend and advisor to civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King. And in fact, King carried Jesus and the Disinherited, which was Thurman's most important book, while leading the 1955 to 1956 Montgomery bus boycott. The words of our song remind us that after this one day, the work of Christmas truly begins.
Thank you.
Thank you, musicians, for bringing so much song to us tonight. It's lovely. As we wind down our time together, you are invited into this moment as a time of reflection, of readying yourself for the quiet of the night that is to come. Tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, the work of Christmas is ours to do. Right now, let us feel the quiet stillness of this night, as precious as a newborn sleeping, surrounded by the hushed awe of the world that bears witness to a new hope. If you are in mourning in this season, now may be a time to acknowledge that. Offer yourself this moment to be comforted by this gathered community. May all of us feel the comfort of this gathered community. And may all of us lift our hearts out into the world, all the way to Bethlehem. May we commit to the work of Christmas, working for justice, using our voice to advocate for peace and the end of the violence of empire. Let us feel the peace of this night and share that as far as we can. In just a minute, the chorale will sing us one last song, Still, 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 after which we will all transition into singing together Silent Night. As we sing, the lights will be turned off, and we will light the candles that you were given at the door, so get those ready. When we finish, we will go quietly into the night. Thank you to Kai and Tim, Liz, Reverend Katie, Scott, John, Ronnie, Christina, everyone. So many people pulled this together, our tech guys. I thank everyone who played a role in this service. I leave you with these closing words, also from Howard Thurman. I will light candles this Christmas, candles of joy despite all sadness, candles of hope where despair keeps watch, candles of courage where fear is present, candles of peace for tempest-tossed days, candles of grace to ease heavy burdens, candles of love to inspire all my living, candles that will burn all the year long. Merry Christmas, everyone.